Hi, my name is Sharon Perry. I'm a low income housing strategist. I have spent numerous years figuring out how to help low and middle class families into affordable homes that they can own. As you can see from my simplified stats, I'm focused on the state of Florida, Miami-Dade, and Broward counties. It actually costs more to have families in unstable housing. And as you can see from my numbers, that can be reduced when families are helped into affordable, stable homes that they can eventually own. Why ownership? Through several meetings with different members in several counties, we have found out that yes, affordable homes are appreciated, but they feel like they're being kicked out of home ownership. There are many purchase plans out there, first time home buyer programs. A lot of nonprofits are partnered with first time home buyer programs to help families into homes. But we have some benefits and issues with these programs. One, minimum wage. A lot of families do not have multiple streams of income. A lot of families do not have money saved. So therefore, they do not have readily available monies for down payment and closing costs. But of course, the first time home buyer program helps with these situations. They also help with bad credit. But we also have people that have a history of conviction, that have changed their lives around. And many people don't know where to start. We have some solutions. Of course, raising the minimum wage, $10 or preferably higher. We might not be able to change offhand a single parent household because that's a private situation. But we can change some things as it pertains to the monthly payments for the house and also help with finance and budgeting, which we offer through Freedom University. Our homes cannot be through a bank with Your Worth of Foundation. We want to be able to tailor payment of the home to each individual family. Now, with a bank being involved, there are certain requirements and there's a lot of bureaucracy that's involved. And due to the pandemic and other situations going on right now with inflation, we have to be able to think outside the box. We have two solutions. One is already pre-existing, the first time home buyers program, which helps with down payment and closing costs. It's through being pre-approved with a bank, dealing with lenders, and the usual steps of home ownership, which can be a very lengthy process, and also with credit repair. We also include understanding budgeting and understanding your finances, how much money is coming in and rates to how much money is going out, which is required. So we are very excited about our second solution. It is the rent to own process. We focus on homes that are less than 205,000. Why? because the taxes will be lower and the costs for maintenance will be lower than a more expensive home. Also, the rent amount will be more affordable if the house costs less than $205,000. Now, with this requires budgeting classes, and we focus on keeping the rent 30% of gross monthly income. This rent to own process allows families to rent the home in the knowing ability that this home will be theirs to own, to pass on from generation to generation. Again, we try not to do this process with very expensive homes, again, because of taxes, insurance, and the affordability of the home. We don't want to put you in a situation where the rent is so high that you are unable to maintain timely payments in the ownership of your home. There's no point of pouring money into the property if in the end you do not end up owning the home. Now, if we work with other nonprofits, if we work with other grant writers, they have their own stipulations. Our stipulations are in black and white on our website, which you can see for yourselves after this presentation. Now you might be asking yourself, how is it possible for us to be able to keep these prices down like this? Well, there's a reason why we look for certain types of homes. It's because we want to keep our purchase of a home to 40 to 50% of the fair market value at the time of assessment. Why? Because when you purchase a home through the rent to own process, we want there to already be equity in the home. We want to set you up for success. And the highest rate of success that's available to you. Now we have an example here. We have an example of a home of $205,000. We have a price that we've purchased the home for $82,000, renovation to $82,000. So in total costs, it'll be $164,000 with already an equity built in of $41,000. That's our goal for our affordable housing families, to already have equity in the home before you even get to the ownership part of it. Well, how do we find these homes? Well, our focus is mainly on auctions, on donations, probates, vacant homes, which are many, many vacant homes in the state of Florida and in Broward County, Miami-Dade County also. But we also would like partnerships with investors who want to be able to donate a home. And you're like, why would an investor donate a home? Well, after the investor has passed a certain amount of income and can provide no more deductions based on the amount of income that they've created for themselves, it'll be very, very beneficial to a real estate investor to donate a home, because then they will be able to validate that an asset was donated and be input that on their taxes, which will not only benefit the investor but also benefit a family looking for an affordable home. We have turnover goals, which will be 30 to 90 days of application to move in. And that is based on if everything lined up perfectly. But as we know, living in the world today, most things do not line up perfectly. But our goal is to help the families to line all of these things up perfectly. And you're going to ask, like, what are these things? And again, I say that our stipulations and our guidelines are on our website. And you will see the website at the end of this presentation. I am not only the CEO and founder of Your Worth Foundation, even though Your Worth Foundation was established in 2014. I myself had a period of homelessness starting from 2017. And there's a lot of challenges in being homeless with a family. As you can see from these pictures here, you have issues of space when you have growing kids, when you have pets. Me and my family, partial time of our homelessness, lived 8 months in my SUV. Now, I'm not talking about a large Escalade, an Expedition. I'm talking about a Mazda CX-5. I mean, imagine 4 humans, 2 dogs, and 1 turtle. School closed to continue to go to school to keep some type of normalcy for the kids, and house hopping, going from person's house to person's house. These lead to safety issues. It leads to hygiene issues. It leads to nutrition issues, psychological issues, and safe places for elimination, especially for us as females in my family. But no matter what we were going through as being homeless, there was always someone there who cared and wanted to help. Like, for example, Aventura Hospital helping us into the Marriott. PG Kids helping us into a place to temporarily stay. Country Club Middle School paying for my daughter to go on school trips, and the Lotus House allowing us to shelter during the pandemic. Without people that cares, people and families can lose hope very easy because it seems like it will never end. But I am here to say that Your Worth Foundation is one of those means for that bad stream, that bad streak, that hopelessness to end. Your Worth the Foundation is not for everyone, but it's for those people who felt that home ownership was impossible because they've made mistakes in the past and they've been told no by everyone else. We are looking for partners to make and help people look to the future and to hope again. Now, like I promised you before, that we have our website ready and available for you to read and to get to know more about Your Worth It Foundation. Be our partner and encourage someone to hope again.